Warning, this is a pest control video, so stuff gets shot, so please don't watch it and don't comment if you don't like it. Scroll on by. If you do like this kind of stuff, hello and welcome back. This is Team Foxer, my name is Robin, and you are about to watch another episode of rat slaying, along with my trusty bit of kit, the Air Arms S510 FAC Extra and my Night Sight Artec Wolf. In previous videos I've been asked several questions, so I'll try my best to answer them now. I use the Night Sight Artec Wolf, which is good on air rifles and small bore rifles, as well as centerfire rifles. It's a very versatile bit of kit, but you can see a link to that in the description below. It takes in or around 30 to 40 seconds to set it up on any rifle, and there is no adjusting of your zero, so you can simply put it from one rifle to another with ease. All you need to do once you've got it on there is just do a quick adjustment to make sure that the crosshair is nicely in focus and you are ready to go. And doesn't she look pretty? Now, since our last epic rat session, Lee's actually been out and bought himself the same setup with a slightly different stock, so here he is getting to grips with filling up from a diver's bottle. It's a lot easier than using the pump.
Then release it.
Yeah. What did you go up to?
Don't fit in the bag with the silencer on, mate.
No, mine don't. I have to put my silencer on, just reminded me. I think we'll need to keep our eye on that grain pile that they've dumped outside, otherwise that'll be infested. Anyway, you can see the damage now that these rats are doing inside this grain store, and what they're doing is they're actually climbing these walls and going through these bricks into the grain store, which is just behind the wall here. And there you can see already we were greeted by a friendly little visitor in the top corner there. Before we get inside, Lee has a quick go inside the actual tunnel of the grain store. So Lee had a couple, so as he stepped out, I stepped in. It was quite difficult shooting in this this tunnel here. You can see that the slats along the floor, the rats actually ran sort of parallel to those from one side of the store to the other, which made them quite difficult. And as you can see here, by the time they stopped moving almost, and you're ready to take the shot, they jump back down, and then they'd stick their heads up and then they'd be gone again. So I really was quite keen to get this little bugger that kept giving me the runaround for several minutes. But eventually his luck ran out. Both of the rifles we are using this evening are chambered in .22 caliber, and I know there's a big debate going on about which one's best, 177 or 22, but personally I've used a .22 caliber for the last 17 years and found it to be my preferred choice.
You got a spare hand or not?
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. I'll continue with the video in just 1 second, but I wanted to bring to your attention the fact that last time out I set up a GoFundMe page to be able to bring you guys great night vision footage. All of the clips that you would have seen so far have been brought to you on a relatively cheap eBay special camera. To be able to bring excellent quality footage, what I really need is a professional grade camcorder, and that's why I've set up the GoFundMe page. It's going to cost around 1,500 quid to get hold of one of these pieces of kit. A very generous gentleman called Chris has sent me a Nightmaster, and you can take a look at this now, a Nightmaster NMR20 quality torch. Now this is a real bright torch, and these aren't the cheapest of torches, but they're bloody good quality. He sent me one of these to be able to raffle off. All you need to do to be in with a chance of winning this is simply enter your donation on the GoFundMe page. Links in the description. £1 gives you 1 entry. I'll run this until the end of May, so you've got a couple of weeks left to be able to get those donations in, and hopefully later in the year I'll be able to start bringing you some professional grade footage. Thank you very much indeed. Enjoy the rest of the video. There you go, on the floor, right in front of you. Just running up, there you go.
Oh, there's loads in there, mate. Yeah, there's fucking loads.
Oh, yeah, look, yeah.
Yeah.
On the floor, right in the ladder. Going up the ladder.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get in there and get on. Yeah, in the corner where they all were, there's a load. Oh! This big fucking massive fat one trying to get up that wall. My apologies about my language, I sometimes forget my place, and probably haven't quite figured out how to work the bleeping machine yet. Oh, scaling. Got him. Now it was actually in the ceiling of this place that the rats had made their home. It was a double skimmed ceiling, so they'd pulled out all the insulation and had some big nests in either side of the building, and this is where we managed to get a few rats, and we sort of made it rain on occasions. And there you go, a clinical headshot there from the Air Arms S510. Oh, he turned away. Indeed, a lucky escape for that one. And look at the behaviour of this one as I zoom in. He sort of knows I'm looking at him, and all of a sudden sort of backs behind that can there, but I can see just enough of it to thread a pellet straight into the brain box. An essential piece of kit I use to keep the rifle nice and steady, as I do when I'm out foxing, is my Primos trigger sticks. Lee's actually borrowed my spare set here, and I think he's a big fan of them too. That's Lee in the tunnel banging a few more away. That fucking close, I can't focus. Going up the wall where the corn was. When he gets to the top, he'll stop. Whoa! He's on the floor. Bottom corner. There you go. There. Just behind the ladder. See, there's a power thing on the floor, look. Can you see him or not? Oh, I'll take him. He might be behind that I-beam for you. He's just behind that. Oh, little fucker.
It was alive, it was just eating.
Let's have a look in them corners, because that's where the work
There it is.
going. Body shot it.
Taking a quick look outside near that grain store, I saw a couple of rats hanging around. Just because it was outside doesn't mean it wasn't any less important to take, so it's a case of getting as many of these pests as we can. Okay, so it's just time for the cleanup, but before we do that I've got time to take a rabbit in the farmer's garden, one for the pot. Trouble is I've got to thread this pellet through the metal fence.
Fence. Huh? Hit the fence.
And that was a pleasing shot to end the night. Right, back inside and we start the enviable task of cleaning up the bodies.
Yeah, haven't we? Got some tiddlers from here, haven't we? He's not a tiddler. He's one of the biggest ones I think we've had tonight. One there.
Hopefully this should answer one of the other questions we get asked quite a lot, is what do we do with the bodies at the end of the evening? Well, clearly, as you can see, we collect them up, we take a nice photo for reference and so that we can show that we've been doing a good job, and then they either go on the incinerator, depending on which farm we're on, or onto a homemade bonfire away from anybody else, because they don't smell that great when they are burning. And there you have it. It probably wasn't as productive as other sessions, but nevertheless it was very enjoyable. Please don't forget, if you have a second, to go and visit the GoFundMe page. I would be very much appreciative of any support you can give. Thank you very much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care, stay safe, and as always, happy shooting.